So during last class we saw about the roadways, and today we are going to start with the railways. So this is the map which shows the railways of India. So how it is getting connected. See, you have the key here which is telling that the violet color line stands for international boundaries, and the green color is broad gauge line, and black color is other broad gauge line, red color metro gauge, and again a slight blue color is narrow gauge line. I'll share this map with you so that you can understand. Now starting with the railways, these are the railways are the principal mode of transportation for goods and passengers in India. So railways are considered to be the important transportation for importing the goods and passengers in India. Goods in the sense, like if whatever is manufactured outside, it is brought into the city through railways. So that is why it is considered to be the important principal mode of transportation. Railways also make it possible to conduct various activities like business, sightseeing, pilgrimage, along with transportation of goods over long distances. Apart from an important means of transport, the Indian Railways have been a great integrating force for more than 150 years. And in India, these railways bind the economic life of the country as well as accelerate the development of the industry and agriculture. How means, like whatever is produced in different production industries and factories, whatever is produced, or during agriculture and farming, whatever is produced through agriculture, everything is being imported and exported through railways, and that's why railways are considered to be the important principal transportation of India. And now Indian Railway have network of 7,031 stations spread over the route length of 63,221 kilometer. So the network, that is the Indian Railway have a network in the sense connection stations of 7,031 stations it has, and it is spread over the route length of 63,221 kilometer with a fleet of 717 locomotives, that is which is moving from one place to another place. 5321 passenger service vehicles, so passenger trains, those are 5,321 passenger trains are available, 4,904 other coach vehicles, and 2,28,170 wagons as on 31. Wagons are the goods train. That is what wagons are called. Okay, wagons are nothing but the goods train, the train which takes all the goods, that is which is helping in importing and exporting. And there is a map which is showing the rail gauge and the length of routes in India. So go through this map, you will understand the route, how much kilometer is the route of broad gauge, meter gauge and narrow gauge, and what are the running tracks and what are the total tracks is given here. Coming to the development of railways, Indian Railway is now recognized into 16 zones. So there are 16 zones of Indian Railways, which is distribution pattern of the railway network in the country has been largely influenced by physiographic, economic and administrative factors. Economy, which supports the money factor of the country. Physiographic means the physical features of the country, and administrative factors is the administration. The northern plains, with their vast level land, high population density and rich agricultural resource, provided the most favorable conditions for their growth. So the northern plains, that is the vast level land and high population density and very rich agricultural resources of the northern plains of India is considered to be the favorable condition for the growth of railways. However, a large number of rivers requiring construction of bridges across their wide beds posed some obstacles. So constructing these bridges across the rivers was considered to be an obstacle. Obstacle means something which is difficult. So it was considered to be difficult. That is constructing of the railway dams, the railway bridges across the rivers. In the hilly terrains of the peninsular region, railway tracks are laid through low hills, gaps, or tunnels. So sometimes during hilly terrains, if you see, hilly terrains means hill regions, mountain region, you will have tunnels, small U-shaped holes through which the train passes through. You could have seen in movies and all. There will be a small, like if you see in Ooty and Kodaikanal, the train will pass through the hilly regions. So in that region, you will have small holes called as tunnels. The Himalayan mountainous regions too are unfavorable for the construction of railway lines due to high relief, sparse population, and lack of economic opportunities. Again, in Himalayas, railways is considered to be a unfavorable. Railways are